I hate reading books. You must be confused. You see, until the age of 33, for 33 years, I never read a book. Very interesting story बताता हूँ. My brother, he used to always tell me, भाई कुछ पढ़ ले, magazine पढ़ ले, article पढ़ ले, newspaper पढ़ ले, read something. To me, I was really bored. I don't want to read books. I'm such a bad reader. But fast forward today, I can finish 100 plus books despite being a bad reader. So in this video, I'll share with you how this habit of going through the books, finishing the books, self-help books has literally changed my life. And this video, I am not going to teach you how to have speed reading. This video, I'm not going to teach you how to just flip through some random pages and throw away the books. In this video, I am not going to share with you that read summary of the books and finish it. These are some of my secrets which has helped me to finish hundreds of books and helped me to become a millionaire, live a great life and learn so many things. So how did I do it? Let's get right into this video. You see, I actually don't read the books. I listen to the books. I am more of the person who listens to the books and I can remember, I can recall things very, very fast. So if you're watching this video and you're like, man, I'm a bad reader, I'm a terrible reader, you know what? This is an opportunity. Why don't you go ahead and try listening to audiobooks? And I listen to audiobooks on Audible. The Amazon app is there, Audible. And there are some of the tips, some of the techniques that I use that makes me finish the books very fast. Some books I even finish in one day. Some book I finish in just 3-4 hours. How do I do that? In this video, let's go deep into the hacks. Before you go deep into the hacks, the first advice that I want to give you is don't read the books. Use the books. See, what is the objective of reading? कोई एग्जाम तो आने वाला नहीं है. Nobody's going to ask you, भाई उस chapter में, उस page में क्या था? It is not about that. So idea is you don't have to just read the book. Use the book. What are the things from the book that you can use which can give you the quantum leap, quantum growth? That should be your objective. Number one. Number two is you don't need to memorize the book. The biggest mistake that we all have made from coming from a traditional education, we think that सब कुछ memorize करेंगे. I need to memorize everything. I need to remember everything. You don't need to. You see, I don't remember all the books, but here's what I do. I truly understand the essence of the book so that I never have to memorize it. I use the book. How? Let's go deep into the 6 tactics or 6 techniques that I use which helps me to be a good finisher of the book. Now, by the way, a lot of people say, read the summary and then just take 2 things and 3 things out of the book and all. No, I like to finish the entire book from first to the last page. I want to finish all the book through the audio. So let's just go deep into this. Technique number 1, 2-way processing. You see, हमारा जो दिमाग है ना, our brains, it is not a one-way processor. It's one of the very powerful tools. One of the very powerful, organs of body is brains. It has a 2-way processing. So when I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm not just listening to what the author is saying, but I'm also trying to see how does this apply to me? How does this apply to my life? How does it apply to my business? So one-way stream is listening and learning, but the second stream I'm checking, is this relevant? Am I doing this? How does it apply to me? And when I do that, guess what? I don't need to memorize it because I'm just looking for holes. I'm just looking, what is it that I don't know? What is it that I don't know? Say, when I get this breakthrough, I say, okay, great, wonderful, I understood it. And that is really helped me. That's number 1. So have a 2-way processing. Number 2, repeat the books. I know I told you about, how can you finish 100 books in a year? But idea is not necessarily go with the volume. It's not about how many books you read. It is about having those handful books which made a profound impact on your life. Idea is repeat those books multiple times. Now, if you can read this one book and you can repeat it 5 times, that means you actually read 5 books. What? 5 books? Yes. Because every time when I read a book, I realized that first time when I read it, I missed these points. And then I read it second time, I got those points. When I read the same book third time, I was like, oh my God, I missed these part. Because what happens is, our journey, we are growing at a certain pace. And the level that you are at right now, and you read a certain book right now, it may have certain benefits. But if you grow to the next level, and in this next level, if you read the same book, your learnings from the book is going to be completely different. So when I read books, I'm not necessarily finishing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books. I take a handful of books, maybe 20, 30, 40 books, and some of the books I repeat it few times. That's all. That's called smart learning. It's not about volume. It is about the quality. Because at the end of the day, how are you using the book? So pick up some books which has made a profound impact on your life and repeat those books few times. This is how you can finish the books better. And the best part is when you've already gone through one book, 1 time, 2 time, you don't need to worry about memorizing and all that. So it will come naturally to you. So this is tip number 2. Repeat some best impacting books. The tip number 3, integrate these books into your real life and other activities. What do I mean by integrate these books? You see, there is something called dead time. And all of us, we have this dead time. What is that dead time? You're cooking, cleaning, shopping, traveling, working out. All these are mostly singular activity, and you can't do much beyond this. Or can you? How about with these dead times, how do you use the audiobook and listen to the audiobook? That is something that has helped me. You see, we all complain, time nahi hai, listening, reading books. You don't need to book another time to read books or listen to books. Integrate this listening to books while you're traveling. You see, when I'm flying in a plane, and of course flying in a plane, right? When I'm flying, I have sometimes 3 hours flight, sometimes 5 hours, sometimes 12 hours. I'm sure you do have that as well. Instead of watching movies or sleeping, if you have time, why don't you listen to an audiobook? Now you can read the book physically as well, but listen to the audiobook while you're checking in, walking in, waiting for it, going to washroom. I am telling you, guaranteed, you will finish the book very fast, as opposed to scheduling the time, waiting for it and reading. It's not going to happen. Integrate the book and change your life. Number 4, this is my favorite. When I started listening to the book, I was listening to it at the normal speed. But as my listening ability becomes better and better and better, I started listening to 1.2 speed, 1.3 speed, 1.5 speed, 1.7, 1.9, and now today I listen to all the books at 2x speed. So what does it do for me? Let's say if the book is total, let's say 8 hours. 8 hours is a decent amount of time, decent amount of book. What if I listen to it 2x? That means I can finish the book in just 4 hours, right? So when I'm traveling, eating, whatever it is in flight, I can finish a book in just 4 hours. People don't even finish a book in 4 days or even 4 weeks. Whole month, people don't even read one book sometimes. But like this, because I can listen to the book very fast, I can remember and recall book very fast. So I listen to the book at a 2x speed. Why don't you try it? It's not going to happen overnight, but try. Keep pushing. And you're thinking that, but would I be able to understand? You will build the listening skills so sharp that you will not miss a word. Number 5, skip some of the chapters. Now, yes, I know I told you that I listened to the book, complete book, but you know what? There is something in the book. You realize this chapter is again repetitive, and you already know much about it. You go and fast forward it by a few minutes, or maybe a whole chapter. Some of the introductions and all, you don't need to listen to all of that. Skip. And this way you can finish the book very fast. Last but not the least, the number 6. Don't have to finish some boring books. You see, there are so many books, so many people recommended to me. And as I started listening to the book, I was like, man, इसमें मजा नहीं आ रहा है, वो feel नहीं आ रहा है, connect नहीं आ रहा है. Don't be obligated to forcefully finish the book. You see, Think and Grow Rich. I have not finished the book. Why? Because it is very boring language to me. Again, it's just me, and a lot of people said this is a great book. I did not finish the book. So what did I do? I looked at the points, I looked at the summary. Now this is an exception. Typically I'll finish the book end to end, but there are some books which don't speak to me, don't connect with me. Maybe it's too boring, maybe it's not giving me excitement. Guess what? Skip it. I leave the book aside and I go to the next book, because understand this, there is no shortage of great books, right? If there is something that you are looking to learn in marketing, एक book नहीं है marketing में. There are thousands or even lakhs of books in marketing. You just go to the next one and you will find a great book. Now again, I'm not saying keep skipping. Don't build this as a habit. But there's some book that, man, you have to put a lot of stress and a lot of, you have to put a lot of focus and concentration, and it's not really yielding you result. Guess what? Don't be obligated. Skip it completely. Right? So there you go. These are some of my techniques on how I finish 100 plus books in a year. And now, here's the challenge for you. Why don't you try audiobook? And I want you to try, I'm going to leave a link. My team is going to leave a link of the book, audiobook of 80% mindset, 20% skills. It's a very simple, easy to understand book. You can finish it in just a few hours. Try and listen to this book. I think it may be roughly about 5 hours plus. Right? You can finish it in 5 hours. And if you're a good listener, you can fast forward, and not fast forward, but you can make it 2x speed or 1.5x speed. You can finish in 2.5, 3 hours. So, right, there you go. There's a challenge. This book has been loved by so many people. It's got hundreds and hundreds of reviews on Amazon. Trust me, this book 80/20 is going to change your mindset, change your life. Check out the link. And if the book has really helped you, share it with your brothers and sisters, right? I'm so glad that you gave me the opportunity to teach you on how I finish hundreds of books. If it has really helped you, give me a thumbs up so I get motivated to do more videos like this, and leave it in the comment box below which is your favorite tip. And if you have more tips, you can share that as well. This is Dave Gadbi. I will see you in the next video. Take care and God bless you.